This is like the first day that I've actually done any kind of cleanup at the shop. Came down here, I was gonna work on, I need to service the loader, but Dad's been down here. He's got quite a bit of it actually cleaned up and burning some stuff. It's a chance of rain this afternoon and kind of wet, and the wind's not bad or anything like that. So I thought, well, I need to jump on here and kind of help him do some of that, because part of it I just haven't taken or had any time to come down here and really work on any of this. I've just been working all the time, but it'll be nice to get some of this kind of cleaned up where it looks a little better, not so much like a salvage yard. So I'm going to help kind of pull some of this wood and junk out of here. That's some of the tires that I have left over from the big rip-wrap job. I need to pick a spot for those and then just load them up. So we got more here. I'm just setting these here so he can use his grapple bucket, I guess, or I can carry these over there. We got some more tires here that I think I'm just going to try to make a trip one day over to Kansas, where I guess they can actually grind these things up and recycle them or do something with them. But there's some semi tires that were left here too that we're going to have to get rid of. We're going to try to go through and clean that fence row out. I think I'm going to leave all the trees and junk kind of along the highway, which those aren't really trees, those are just kind of brush, but there's some more down there that's taller for a little bit of a privacy barrier. I think from this corner and all this junk right here, you can tell there's like a top rail. There used to be a fence in there, but I'm gonna rip all that out, clean it all up, because I've got some fence left over from another job, and then that way between us and Goodyear, kind of a nice open area, just have a nice fence in there. That'll look a whole lot better than what we have right now. Like I said, I'm just trying to sort out the lumber while he's got the fire going, and then may try to come in here and do a little scraping and grading. But I've been like kind of working, especially with the big rip-wrap job, I've been working like every Saturday or weekend, so I think we've been in here for a month or two, or a month and a half or something like that. He's done the bulk of the cleanup and stuff for cleaning up and reorganizing inside. I haven't really had time to do a whole lot of anything. But I figure while he's here, might as well help him do that. Like I said, we got a little fire going. Get rid of some of this junk. That's the nice part, since we are out of the city limits. We can do that as long as we don't have some kind of... Try not to have some huge raging fire right here next to the highway where somebody would call or have a bunch of smoke billowing right there or anything. But it's supposed to also rain and snow like Tuesday, Wednesday, so there'll be some other chances I can work on servicing the loader. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with this section, but I like to get everything inside this fence scraped up, cleaned up, and then re-rock it all. Even look at trying to sell his old tractor. That's like a 78 Massey. I think the numbers on it are like 135 or something. But it hasn't ran in quite some time. It'll just be nice and feel a lot nicer to show up to this place and just not have junk and trash and stuff like that just everywhere. Because like I said, Dad's got a lot of it cleaned up, so it looks a whole lot better than what it did, but just kind of around the perimeter of the place is just all this junk that they kind of left behind or didn't do much with. Well, this seems like a perfect way to end the Saturday. I mean, a nice little fire here at the shop, just kind of burning up some of this junk. So I'll come back tomorrow and kind of walk around. We got pretty much everything outside kind of clean. I got a few various piles that I need to load up in the dump truck and haul off, but got the whole fence line kind of raked and cleaned up. That section behind the shop, got all the metal in the metal dumpsters. That guy should love that. But yeah, I just got a few logs on here. Let this burn down and we'll call it a night. Well, here's kind of the after of yesterday's cleanup. So that's Dad's tractor. I think we're gonna keep it for now. He may try to do a little bit to it and sell it. It used to run, then we parked it like 12 years ago. That stuff still got to go to the dumpster. I got my mountain of tires and Trex over there. I kind of roughed this up a little bit, and we got just a pile we're just gonna start dumping, or gonna haul that off at some point. I just pushed everything up there, but and then I started trying to run over in the dark last night, all this, and just so maybe we wouldn't have wood and nails and stuff to get flats, but it did clean up nice. Like I said, I got a little pile there I left, so I didn't want to be bouncing over here where we drive, and then I got a lot more right there. It's just a lot of mud and junk down in here, which we'll get all that. We'll probably try to haul that off this week. I'm really thinking, I don't know, this is probably thinking like long term, but this parking lot kind of drives me nuts with the grade elevation, and I'd really like to come in here about where those barrels are at, about like I did on the riprap job, and just cut this stuff out and then get close to the fence and then riprap it up and just drop this whole thing down. I think would help with some of the water and drainage issues, a little more usable. Because like right now you just got to kind of keep the trucks and stuff up here, and you have that. So it'd be nice to maybe go, I don't know, that Connex box is concreted in, so we may be able to even flare it up to there, and it may be like where the backhoe and stuff, I don't know, that's a lot of dirt to move. But you know, like I said, long term I was thinking maybe just notch this out, but I may be able to even do kind of like a lean-to here and cut this out and even build like a little bit of a wall and build some kind of deal where we can just park all the attachments and stuff too. So I just like that it's not quite like a salvage yard. So, but we're definitely going to need some rock. There's absolutely no base rock on this thing. It's just all this red clay, which that is the thing. The only reason I had the idea of that, if I had another big pad job, there's a ton of good clay in here. We could just start ripping out and loading and hauling and actually selling. And then, yeah, then I could bring my base rock and stuff in after that. So yeah, like I said, that's maybe down the road. I may be getting a little carried away, but I'll probably even cut down or redo a little bit of that hill right now. And then for sure, dig some more of that out and get some rock and stuff in there. We can do that. But we just got a little bit of stuff. I think a couple of those barrels we're gonna keep, maybe put used oil in. Got some more metal shelving I'll probably toss in there. The dumpster for the metal's about full. But this is about the last of everything we had to burn right here. So got these two piles burned up pretty well. I just wanted to have a little bit of a day where we kind of graded around and clean this lot up. So at least when you pull in, you just don't see metal and wood and just trash everywhere. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll have to sit down and I may not have to dig it all the way down flat. I mean, I could maybe taper it out a little bit. I guess I'm thinking like long term, like if, you know, I think it would look really nice to drop this entire level down and then just rock right out from the bottom of the fence, make it just pretty steep, and then we can back stuff up in there and just have all of this space. But like I said, I still may do something off the end of this building for like all the buckets, the preparator. I mean, they don't necessarily have to be inside, but I like them to be covered and out of the weather. And then I guess we can walk. We haven't done, Dad's done a lot more down here on the inside than what I have, so we're kind of utilizing this as the like service area. But I just kind of threw all my filters and oil and stuff on those shelves. I'm going to go through that. I think we're going to build a whole new bathroom and wash area because that's pretty nasty. We haven't done much in there. He's got all this cleaned up. We got the forklift moved from the other shop. He's kind of got like some of that pegboard painted white. Got his ladders in here. His other work truck. Yeah, this room he's got cleaned up probably the most, but he's painting these to he's got a vacant building that a customer of his that owns, that he's supposed to be boarding the windows up, I think, or something. But Yeah, he's painted those. I mean, you can remember all the trash and junk we had in here, and he's painted, I think he's painted all the walls and stuff like that, but he just kind of used this room. It's easier to keep the heat in here with this low ceiling to do that. So like I said, it's probably not going to stay this way, but that's what he's working on for now. And then not much has changed in here. Got a little more stuff in here. They got his tractor down here now to work on it. It needs glow plugs, I think, but we just kind of got everything. This is the remaining stuff from the other shop that we kind of need to go through. We got his old air compressor. I think we had that's a freezer. So this is kind of like we stuck everything over here to work on cleaning up those other areas to make room for it. And then I got the other machine. The dozer's still on a job, and I'm getting ready to grease the 2150 and load it up. I got a house to go tear down tomorrow. And then, like I said, we just got this stuff sitting here because the Connex box outside is full, and we're just trying to get a little more of this organized. Like I said, the diamond mower doesn't have to sit inside, but I'd rather have it where it's at least covered or kind of out of the weather versus just sticking it outside somewhere. So it's working for now. Like I said, I haven't been down here all that much in the last 6 weeks or whatever. Maybe just the last week I've been using the shop and stuff. So not a whole lot has been done. I mean, I guess a lot's been done, but it doesn't look much different in here. But yeah, that's kind of our little shop update. I think we're not doing anything with these walls until I get the roof done, and that guy told us maybe another 2 or 3 weeks on that. So this is just kind of staying here, and we still got to go through some of that stuff maybe left over from here. I think that's his shop vac and his bandsaw deal. So we're kind of making it work. We're trying to pick spots and work out of it at the same time, so that's not always the easiest thing to do, but that's kind of my little shop update for now. So it's looking better every day. Well, we're gonna get that thing greased, loaded up, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow in the house demo.